No idea if it's going to do anything. I don't know whether to get in it. Doing it. Drop it down a bit more. I just don't know how to do. Just have to do. Sorry. Apologize. See if it makes a difference, but I doubt it will. So Roger, Roger. Oh. I don't really care, to be honest. Oh. Taking us a different route now. Well, so 去去去去去去去去一哦，丢吧，这么深， Racing the train. There's no way I'm doing 65 in that train. Wait, that train ain't going faster than us. No way. The train should be blowing past us. Heading towards the villain. Not coming. Heading east. Fine, babe. Fine. Gonna be on the highway for gonna be driving a bit in the night as well. Have no audio on stream. There should be audio. I can see that there's audio. Yeah, I try not to run it too loud. Nice setup. Oh, I appreciate that, buddy. Definitely a lot better out there, but yeah, it's a work in progress. I appreciate that, buddy. He is getting there. How you doing anyway? Where's the bettings? I get pulled in for what? What's the bettings? Here you go. I just like missed button box. Lovely. Oh, I'm doing fantastic, my man. Fed the family. Family's now gone to bed. I'm on this for the night now. I was planning on going into left lane, but yet again, it's been updated and I've just let it go. Need to get it all updated, and wasn't gonna sit there for the best part of 30 minutes trying to. I just wanted to get on and truck. Nothing against left lane. I mean, hey, it's been just it's me being lazy and not keep. I thought, fuck it. I'm on single player, and I'll deal with getting it all updated tomorrow. When you say you're just messing around with button boxes, do you mean like making them, or are you like looking at interest of buying one? Yeah, full on making them. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. You say making them. So are you looking into doing it like into a business? You mean just doing it as like a hobby for yourself? Thinking about it. Yeah. Thinking about it. Will be right now. That's what all the testing is. Put it out there. Hey, man. Scrooge, I appreciate the follow, my man. I seriously appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time out to come in and have a chat with me and hang out and whatnot. But on that topic of if you want to test things out and whatnot, I mean, where are you based? The US or the UK? Because, I mean, if you're testing it out, I mean, the simple way of getting it out there, like, if you really want to do it as making the boxes for a lot of people, because obviously there is a great demand for it. Because obviously, like, I'm not being funny, but ATS and ETS is going up there again. Like, everyone's, like, playing the game again now. So, I mean, if you want to do it competitively, but also make a little bit for yourself, and you want to get it out there, depending on whereabouts you're from, reach out to maybe yourself doing a bit of streaming with your button box. Like, make one, like, for yourself. And then also maybe reach out to, like, one, possibly two, say not very small streamers, but say smallish streamers, say about 5 to 10 viewers, for example, and they're looking to get a button box. Do one for them, say half the price. So work out like your percentages of how much the materials are and and whatnot, and then as I say to them like, hey, look, I'll sell you one half the price. It's $300. I'll do it for you $150. Because then not only are they getting a deal, but then you're getting a deal because, like, they can end up promoting your button box for you. That's the way I look at it, if you want to do it that way. I mean, Cape Town, South Africa, parts is pretty cheap here, and loads of variety in terms of button switches and do HUDs with rev counters, gauges, LCD displays, etc. That's really good. To do the LCD displays and everything, now that's a good one. Also the gauges, like the gauges is, yeah. The gauges is definitely a big sender, because I've noticed that a lot of, say, small, medium, and big streamers, obviously, that are playing this game, pretty much everyone's got a button box. But a lot of people, like, use the dashes, but then they give up on the dash after a while because it's not what they expected it to be, is the best way I can put it. But yet, like, there is a few setups out there that I have seen where they've actually got the gauges built into, like, their surround. And I mean, like, I'm talking, like, 1 to maybe 2 setups having that. Like, literally 1 to 2 setups having the gauges and that. Because eventually, I mean, I do 12-volt system myself. And USB systems, because I make battery banks for, like, night fishing and whatnot. So, eventually I will end up getting into doing the gauges and whatnot, but it's not right. Oh, the gauges are, like, in my opinion, the gauges is what makes the setup. Because everyone's got a button box. Yes, they're different varieties, different sizes, different bignesses, etc., etc. But not everyone has gauges. So if you manage to get the gauges down to a T and you could do like chrome, colored, paint, and all that lot, and you could promote that, then yeah, you're looking to go a long way. Especially if you use the 3D printer and make the back plates and then putting it into a box like this. Hey, you're winning. You're laughing and you're winning. Because say everyone, like, the problem is with ATS, not the game itself, but streaming one. Problem with ATS, streaming wise, everyone's trying to be like one individual person. Everybody's trying to copy the main person's setup or the biggest person's setup, like, if that makes sense. Everyone wants that button box. Everyone wants that steering wheel. Everyone wants those pedals. Everyone wants that type deal. Whereas me, I'm not like that. Like, if I got this button box off a UK seller, and yeah, I was looking at the ATS accessories one, and yeah, I was on eBay and this popped up and I was like, I'll have that. This is the only one that I found of this variation. There's that, like, that you can't find this box anywhere else that anybody makes it or sells it. So technically I'm the only person with this style of box. And then it's the same thing with a tablet. I'm using the tablet there, which has got all my gauges on it. On the gauge side of things, I'm now figuring out how to link them neatly. In other words, if you buy one gauge now and another, you can just do the first one with a cable, no opening of the boxes. It's just plug and play. Yeah, see, things like that is what goes a long way. Because I'm not being funny, but I don't mean this horribly against anyone, but not everybody is PC literate. Not even PC literate, electronically illiterate. Like, some folk get a brand new hairdryer and they're like, how do I put the attachment on? The attachment doesn't go on, and yet all it is a push fitting. You just push it in and it clicks in. Same with gaming chairs. Same with building a lot of furniture. You just, yeah, I just, not attention span. The, kind of say it nicely. Not that I should have to say it nicely, but it's just, yeah, difficult. I agree, been in IT for about 30 years. Yes, if you've been in it for about 30 years, you understand where I'm coming from. Like, I guarantee you've had someone say to you, hey, my computer's not working, it won't turn on. Okay, so when you've turned it on before, was it working? No, I've brought it home and it's not turning on. Have you tried plugging it in? Wait, I have to plug it in? It said it was wireless. You fucking idiot. Yes, it's wireless to the internet. It's not wireless for the power. Like, I can guarantee you've had one of them phones. I have. I've had those phone calls with, whether it be computer support or CCTV support or CCTV install. Because the camera says wireless, people think it doesn't need power. No, when it says wireless, it means this is in Wi-Fi. It still needs a direct power link. But to be able to, it will be way better. It would be, yeah. Like, plug and play is just like the most, yes, the most brainiac way of doing it. As I say, it's easy enough to, say, like the button boxes, for example. A lot of people buy the button boxes, like this one, for example. It's a fantastic button box. It's phenomenal. It does me absolutely perfect. I use it for. The only downside to it that I do not like is the orange colored lights. I wish they were blue. So it just means that I've got to open the box up and find out the millimeter on these buttons and then just order the blue ones and change them over. But that's a personal preference. There is nothing wrong with the box, and there's nothing internally wrong with it at all. Not a problem with the functions at all, just an aesthetic wise. So it's my personal opinion. I'm just, yeah, the orange just doesn't, because even if I turn the RGB off, for example, if I turn the RGB off like that, the orange stands out like a sore thumb. Obviously, because you work with the button boxes and gauges, you'll understand what I'm on about by aesthetically. You want to know what I managed this evening? Yeah, go for it. I'm all ears, bud. Yeah, exactly. It has to match 100%. Don't get me wrong, I can obviously change the color of the RGB and whatnot, which is perfectly fine, but the orange on the red doesn't, it goes quite well, do you know what I mean? But when you say want a green, it doesn't, it goes quite well, but when you're on a blue, orange just stands out too. As I say, it's just personal preference. I like blue. I mean, I know I could change the colors of all the surround and everything as well, but it is what it is. Yeah, what did you manage to do this evening then, buddy? I was about to downshift the gear for some. Need a fuel. Man, I love American Truck Simulator. So much more. Why could that gas station? Three gas station. One of them is. I don't know if I make it to the next few. Oh, see. I built a HUD that has OCD. Things like brake. Works. Yeah, now that is fucking that's cool. That is, because especially from like the racers' point of view, they want to know, like, when they go to the pits, they want to know their air pressures in their tires. They want to know what the system's reading at, like in the car, like what the engine's running at, the temperature of the engine, the tire pressures, the tire heat, like etc. etc. And yet again, ATS, there is some people out there that like their degree of their semi truck on how low they like it. So a lot of people have it coded to say 30 or 40%. So that digital LCD screen will actually benefit them in the long run, because they can actually just like control it from a little turn dial. We could be in trouble here for fuel. I haven't passed a single one. Ain't good. Yeah, I'm playing single player. I was going to play multiplayer on left lane, but My stupid ass didn't update his files. So I kind of missed out on going in onto left lane tonight. I mean, there's always the week. Hopefully tomorrow I get them updated during the daytime, and that way for the evening I'll be able to jump on. Possibly. Oh no, wait, I am not streaming tomorrow because it's the girlfriend's birthday. Yeah, I won't be streaming her birthday, so she gets all the attention. Dev stuff? What do you mean by dev stuff? You mean with the button boxes? Or... Because, I mean, you can always jump into Left Lane's Discord, and if they need a helping hand with any dev stuff or modding, if that's what you're about, then you can always reach out to them. See if they need a helping hand. I don't think they would, but you never know. Game, I need a fuel station, like within the next 200 miles. Oh yeah, then I mean, you can still join the Left Lane Discord. And there is actually a couple of Discords out there that you can, say, track down and get hold of regarding the actual building of them. Like, as in, there's people inside the Discord like yourself that builds the button boxes, know how to build the button box. And say for someone that can't afford 200, 300, 400 pound button boxes, you can, they like the people sit there and they describe it to them of how they can, what box to get, what size switches to get, and which is the best encoder to get, and things like that. Like, they generally talk people through of how to build it themselves. Because I'm not being funny, but anybody with a 3D printer now is laughing. Because if you've got a 3D printer, you can make button boxes off the back of your hand. You haven't even got to put the switches in. You ain't got to do the lights. You ain't got to do the RGB. You ain't got to do nothing. You can literally sit there 3D printing boxes and sell those boxes. Because if I had the space, I'm telling you this now, if I had the space to set up a 3D printer, I would buy just a little one and make this size box and just sell them on Amazon. All right. I need to check the map because I need. Yeah, free printers. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm telling you this now. You're sitting on a gold mine. As I say, you could literally fucking sit there printing these boxes all day long, or even the turnstiles, the turnstiles, the push pull fucking parking brake and trailer brake switches, custom printing them in all different patterns, colors, and everything. It's, yes, the red and yellow is more of. Well, that's broken. yeah, doing the custom prints of them as well. Like the amount of stuff that you could get away with 3D printing and making money was ridiculous. Then again, I know I said Amazon. You haven't got to do it on Amazon. You could do it on eBay. Because I already have, someone's already private messaged me and they've asked me. And they've already asked me about, would I be interested in, oh, what was it? I think it was the cover plate. Pretty sure it was the cover plate. I can't remember. It was either the cover plates or something for the wheel. The center. It might have been the airbag for the center of the wheel. I said, yeah, go for it. Just offered it to me for free. I was just like, alright, sweet. Because that's like, as well, I just thought about that one. Because the next one I'll be getting for my system, like, set up, it's going to be the face plates for my pedals. I'll be getting some Peterbilt face plate. Pedal plate. They say 3D printers, man, no joke, they are the way of the future. You can make things for half the price and they cost you next to nothing to make. Picking the fans and go to Saturday. I ordered to test wind effects. Motors for pedals. That. Now that's sick. I have seen a couple of racing setups that do have that. Got the side dashes, and depending on their speed, depends on the how fast it blows the wind at you. So obviously, if you're doing like 30 mile an hour, it's only really soft. And if you do 60, obviously, more and more and more see it. There was one guy playing F1. The dude must have been doing 120 down the straight, if not more. And you could see the wind, like I say, just blowing at his jacket and everything, as it would in a real life scene. Really cool. I want to give the op. Just don't try and overwhelm yourself first. Start off small, because one of the biggest things that you will find out in the long run, ATS accessory right now, if you do so many of all different components and people start picking up on that really, really quickly, you will get a massive influx of orders, and then your 3D printers are going to take, obviously, be working 24/7 around the clock. And then obviously you've got to build them projects, get them projects to a final satisfactory standpoint, and then get them like obviously sent off and shipped off and all that. Because if you start off small just to get the name out there and the idea out there and brand, you won't overwhelm yourself. Just because, as I say, if people start picking up on orders, just don't want that massive influx straight away, because it can cause bad delays, bad shipping, and whatnot. Just don't want that anything like that to happen. So if you start off small with just one or two, and then just put it on the optional, under optional, all the other bits and pieces that you can do, that will work out better, and then slowly introduce it into the market. Because also sometimes you'll notice some products sell a lot faster and a lot more often than others. Because, as I say, it's a very, 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 very competitive market for all these button boxes, sim boxes, dash box, gauge boxes, and all that. Because they're not difficult to build, they're not awkward to build, and they're not financially, say, expensive. Obviously, if you buy one pre-made, then it can get a bit expensive. But also, it comes down to what you want and how you want it. They just say, because everyone's pretty much got a 3D printer, everybody's making them. That, I'm not being funny. I can get filament for the 3D printers for next to nothing. I can get it near enough for free. I could get a 6-pack of filament, like big rolls, in big massive cardboard boxes for near enough a $5. I don't know what that is in African money. Because I go straight to the manufacturer. So the manufacturer makes it, and I get it as a wholesaler price, not as a customer price. Where's the truck heading? Because that's like my button box. When I change my enter button, active button, to a memory button, all you have to do is press it once. You don't have to hold it. Yeah, push to lock. That's the one. Don't get me wrong. As I say, I've got the base of the box. You know what I mean? I have the box. It's fully workable, fully accessible, and whatnot. So now it's just nitpicking at the final bits and pieces that I want to change. I want to change or alter. So Yeah, so getting back to me saying about getting that filament really cheap and that lot, I could set a 3D printer up and whatnot. I wouldn't even charge to make the boxes. I'd just make the boxes and give them away. Actually, then again, no, I'd probably charge. I just thought about that as an afterthought. That would be a bad idea because it's going to cost me electric. I'd probably charge like a £5 a box just to cover the electric. The way I am, I'm not money orientated. Not everything has to cost money to make happiness. Like, for example, if I had, say, just 100 viewers every stream, and I could raid someone or host someone under 10 viewers, 20 viewers, no, not even 20, say under 10 viewers, I would want to raid someone all the time because it would make them smile, it would cheer them up, and it will make them feel better. There's a lot of people out there deserve the clarity and deserve the not famous, deserve to be acknowledged because they're good content creators, and they're just getting just shoved to the bottom. Yeah, I understand about the designing of it, but I mean, like this button box, for example, I can go to ATS Accessories website and get the design for completely free. So, and I mean, you could go onto a lot of the websites, especially those two Discords that I said about, and they've got all the designs in there. People are making the designs and just uploading them to Discord for people to, if you have a 3D printer, then you can print it. Like, that's why a lot of the community that I'm surrounded by, or that I try and surround myself around, we just try and make everyone be able to live life, because the situation that we're all in is shit. Like, it's just a shit situation that we're all in, and it's not fair if we're all just thinking money, 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 because you ain't gonna get anywhere, and you won't get anywhere going anywhere. And the print would take 12 hours, give or take. This box takes an hour to make in the printer. This box on its own is 1 hour to print. Yeah, it prints in an hour. Because you got to remember as well, it goes on the grade of the printer to how quick the printer can print it. Like, for example, the face masks when COVID hit. A lot of people were making the face masks and selling them because they were 3D printed. And yet people were knocking out 100 a day because they were so simple. FDM in general are terribly so. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know about name brands or anything. But the fella that I bought this box off of and everything, he's got one of the big motherfucking printers, and I mean big mother truckers. And he sent me the video of the button box getting done, and it literally took an hour because he had it on the thingy on a recording. You got to remember as well, you may say it might take 12 hours, but this box is not big at all. Like, it's literally the length of my finger. Like, from where my first knuckle is to the tip of my finger, that's how big it is. Like, depth-wise. From my knuckle to the tip of my finger. I know it does depend on the size and the project size and the file size on... Not file size. Project size to how many hours it will take, but as I say, this box is very tiny. It might look big on camera, but it's really not. Oh yeah, normal 3D printer, yeah, it could take up to hours to do it. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. As I say, the one that he's got, it literally, this box would print in an hour. I'm just overturned speaking. That's all I'm doing. I'm not speaking about every single individual printer. I'm just saying that this box can be printed at an hour's pace. So if you pace it at an hour a box, we're saying an hour and 10 minutes, 5 minutes setup, 5 minutes cooling off, and then it's ready or whatever. So even if you space it out an hour and 10 minutes per box, like, you could make money all day long. That's the point I'm trying to get to. Gave me an idea, but I need to get costs. I could outsource the print. What do you mean? Obviously, I would prototype. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, to be honest, you can make a box any way you want. I mean, I know a couple of people that don't even want a box. They just want the trailer brake and the engine brake. Like, that's all that they want. They don't want anything else. Like how I've got a 28 button configuration this box. They don't want that. They literally just want, like, or even if it's just the key, the trailer brake, and the parking brake. That's all that they want. They don't want all the other fancy dancy buttons. Or you get people that have bought button boxes with just all them buttons, for example, like the trailer brake, parking brake, and key ignition, and then they want a bigger box to add on to the rest of the buttons, add on to them buttons. So there's always ways to make the boxes. Oh, she is. My original girl. I struck. Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, hey, I'm always up for cruising around with people and whatnot. And the mods that I run are free anyway. None of them are paid mods. The only thing is you'd have to join the Left Lane Discord to get the mods. I'm not race miles. I don't do race miles. Between 60, 65, 70, well, not even 70. I don't even go up to 70. 60, 65, I sit there and I chill. Left Lane on Google. Yeah, they are on Google. I would get you a link, but I'm kind of driving right now. You should just be able to search up Left Lane Discord. Because this is one of their modded trucks that's in their files. The only truck that I know of you're not allowed to run in the server and with other people because you'll just crash everybody out is the it's the Peterbilt, the very last Peterbilt. It's got flames on it. The Resbuilt, I think it's called. I think it's called the Resbuilt. Because there's a problem with the truck. I'm literally running the 389. Or 379, one of the two. I 89,000 miles on the clock. Crazy to think I've done 89,000 miles in a truck. What wheel and pedals do you use then, buddy? Or Scrooge? to achievement. To achievement. Definitely. That I don't know what. Gonna be nowhere to turn around. Near enough 2 hours. And I love you. And I love and leave you all. Thank you very much. Much. As always, thank you for the subs, the follows, the hosts, the donation, or just lurking. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I love you guys. I'll speak to you guys later. Have a good one. Take care.